The Oklahoma horse industry is well respected for breeding champion racing and reining stock. And now, Oklahoma State University is making a national name for itself in the sport of equestrian riding. Taylor Jackson joins us with more on that. Taylor.
That's right, Rich. For the first time in program history, the Oklahoma State University team won the National Collegiate Equestrian Association Championship. Oklahoma State University's equestrian team is no stranger to championships, but this national championship was special.
You just can't help but imagine all the work you've put in and the sacrifices you've made, not just this year, but all 3 years we've been here. And especially with COVID, I feel like it just made it that much sweeter.
The look on their faces are looking at the scoreboard, waiting for that score to come in. You can just see the tension and the angst in their faces as they were looking at that scoreboard.
250.
The OSU team has won 7 Big 12 championships, 2 of them back-to-back in 2021 and 2022.
You know, when you can win back-to-back, to me, that's a good way to look at your program and see the consistency.
Head coach Larry Sanchez started the equestrian program 23 years ago.
You know, coming into a program and putting it together from the ground up is really exciting. You know, all of the horses that we brought in for the program, you know, it was a lot of fun going out and finding the horses that would work good for what we needed.
Finding good horses isn't hard to do in Oklahoma.
I think horses and the state of Oklahoma, we're just intertwined in a fabric together.
Krista Morris-Stone, Assistant Commissioner of the National Reining Horse Association, better known as NRHA, says Oklahoma's always had a special relationship with horses.
I mean, from the land run, you know, what would be the land run without horses? And I think horses have helped Oklahoma expand. We have great businesses today. Agriculture is one of our largest economies, and horse sport is a huge part of that.
With multiple industries in the state involving horses like racing, education, and recreation, the horse industry has a direct state impact of $3.9 billion. The majority of those economic contributions stemming from shows, rodeos, and recreation.
For the sport of reining, we host 2 of our largest events here in Oklahoma City. They bring in around $25 million in direct spending to the state of Oklahoma.
Stone says competitors come from around the world.
Normally, about 15 countries come in for our event that's here Thanksgiving Day through the first weekend of December, and we award close to $3 million at that event.
Local competitions similar to this are where Coach Sanchez finds new recruits.
We try to plan to go to those industry competitions where there's going to be 30 or 40 top recruits there.
Coach Sanchez says he and the team prepare year-round for nationals.
We prepare for it every year. One of the things that I've always done is had the expectation of my program always being able to make a run for the championship.
And if the team feels short of reaching that goal,
we definitely addressed all those issues that would make us you know, make the appropriate changes so that we could be in contention.
At the championship, the team competed in various divisions such as fences, horsemanship, and reining. Team captain JoJo Robertson won Most Outstanding Horsemanship Performer at the NCEA National Championship. She also competes in reining.
In reining, you do like a large, fast circle, small, slow, and then horsemanship is a lot more controlled and smaller maneuvers, like more fine-tuned.
Riding is in Robertson's veins as she's been riding all her life.
My parents are both horse trainers, Jeff and Stacy Robertson, and so I've grown up in the AQHA and NRHA horse industry.
Reining is a Western sport that primarily uses American quarter horses. Riders must guide their horse through predetermined patterns where they are judged on the level of difficulty and how well they maneuver through each pattern.
So they're spinning basically on a dime with little cues from the rider, and then also the sliding stop. So that's a lot of acceleration to deceleration, sliding you know, upwards of 30 feet or so.
During the competition, judges pay close attention to how the rider communicates with the horse.
When we travel on the road, we don't ride Oklahoma State horses. And so the main thing they look for is connection of the rider to that horse. The girls that make it look the easiest are usually doing the most, and they look, they're probably the best at what we do.
Coach Sanchez and Captain JoJo say that this national championship win was more than just precision and skill, but the ability to come together as one.
And when you have a team gel as well as this team did, in looking back at all the years that we've competed, it's those teams that gel like this that actually seem to win the most and to do the best at the end of the season.
Family is something we emphasize here at OSU, and each girl really bought into it. And I think going into nationals, we each believed in each other, and we knew that every girl had our backs.
The team is still on a high from their recent victory and are already preparing for next year's round of competitions. Rich.